Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Stalker Lost Alpha. I believe we are at part 36. And in this particular episode, I think I'll make a break for Yantar. Because I'd like to check out this artifact combiner. Before we move out though, I want to say that this is actually the second time I'm recording this. Because my game crashed. So it's going to be interesting to see if I have the same result as the first time, which was that our good friend S.T.A.L.K.E.R actually wasn't selling the combiner. It might have been at Didi's where I actually saw it, but it's kind of strange. My brain tells me that I've seen it, I've seen S.T.A.L.K.E.R selling it, but since he's also actually selling recipes. We have actually another reason to visit Yantar if it turns out that S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't sell it. I'm actually just checking to see if I need to bring anything else, and I don't think I do. Well, otherwise I'll find out eventually, I guess, but yeah, so I think that's it. Actually, while we're here, I think I will be taking a nap. 8 hours. That sounds good.
Когда меня спрашивают, что тебе дала советская власть, я отвечаю: все.
Okay. Actually, should have checked if I could just cancel the whole sequence. But, we'll live, I think. So, let's head to Yantar. And I also want to check out the bar, or visit the bar, because I need to have my gear repaired, and at least from what I've been able to tell, there might be guys nearby that can do it. I think I've seen or come across stalkers in small camps and places like that, that actually provides a service of repair, but I just don't know or remember where they are precisely. Yeah, last time we got an explanation of why these tremors are happening, and apparently they are man-made by some machine designed to, well, be used in warfare or something like that. And what do you know? Out of the blue, we have volunteered to turn it off, so I think we have another lab to visit. But for now, I'm heading to Yantar and beyond. here we are once again, back at Sakharov in Lake Yantar. So let's see if... Okay, well, the usual jobs. Okay, now he actually has it. And it's extremely lightweight. Okay, so... let's just sell him these body parts. And... grab this. Okay, components. Okay, well, I guess I don't have any recipes. So I think, since I don't think... Well, for example, take this one, Electra. Good choice for beginners, a very electrified and effective specimen. Doesn't really say anything about what the actual properties of the artifacts are. So I think... Did I quick save? Well, I did now. I'll just try them out. Liver. Okay. Down to 26,000 rubles. Okay, well, here you can actually... Oh, successful! This heart-shaped artifact secretes a thick mucus-like liquid which, if applied to desired area, reduces effects of harmful.
Да, 5500 бойцов, как один человек, спали в повалку на земле. Вот стоял храп, так храп, аж бурьян качался.
Okay, so if I have the artifacts, I can see the effect, the final effect right there. But I am... Snorkfoot? God damn it, I just sold a Snorkfoot. Anyways, okay. Let's just quick load. So I think I might come back for the recipes another time. Well, I can buy my Islam's arm back. Perhaps that's also needed for a recipe, but I don't know. Okay, so he actually had it, so I guess it's just a random that has a percentage chance of being in his inventory. But one of the reasons why I wanted to come back here is because of this guy, Kruglov. Apparently he's training dogs or something. And I noticed, if I talk to him a second time, he actually has a mission. A very famous composer lived in the forest not far from the bar. He is long past, but it is rumored that there could still be some of his music sheets lying around his house. Sure thing, I'll go check it out. And I haven't actually been there yet. My game crashed at the bar, so... But I did notice that oops, here we have the bar area, and here we have the forest, and there's actually an entrance to the forest right there, so it's fairly close by. But for now I'm heading back to the bar, so I shall see you there. Okay, we are at the bar area, and I just need to get a few things out of the way, so to speak. This is, well, where I'm at right now is actually a different gameplay from the one I began here in episode number 36, because at some point during this area my game crashed, and I decided to restart the whole thing back from the end of episode number 35. So what I've done is simply run through the swamps and visited Sakharov at Lake Yantar, bought the artifact merger, whoops, but I haven't sold any of my mutant body parts, because the recipes, or some of the recipes, require mutant body parts. I've also downloaded a supposed fix for some of the apparently some interface issues with the repair and upgrade screen. I haven't really seen any, but, well, kind of, because as we enter the bar you may notice on the minimap that there are actually guys in here now, and including, or among them, is Petrenko. But sadly, when I talk to Petrenko, my game crashes, and the fix I downloaded should also have fixed that particular crash, but for some reason it doesn't. So I'm currently unavailable to actually get my gear repaired by that guy. And I think we came upon another guy who was able to repair, I think, a good amount of episodes ago, and that was Father Diodor, I believe, in Lake Yantar. He would also be able to repair my gear if he wasn't dead. We found his corpse a while back, so I think one of the few guys who are left who can actually repair my gear is back in the rookie village in Corden, which is not really optimal. And I noticed that there has been a patch released by the Desert Wave team that I think fixes a lot of things, including some of these bugs. Unfortunately, installing it requires you to start a new game, and that's not really viable at this point, I'd say. So I think I'll have to live with the bugs we find, and have to live with the fact that if I want to go back, or if I want to have my gear repaired, I have to take a trip all the way back to the Corden. So that is what I'd call a slap in the face on many levels. But I mean, taking a trip back to the cordon is just, I guess, time consuming. It's not really, I mean, it's a hassle, but you know, it can be done. So so that is not really a major issue per se. Well, as long as the guy there is actually still alive, but I guess there's only one way to find out. And it might actually allow me to perhaps do some intermediate episodes, possibly in fast forward, where I simply go back to some of the areas I've already visited and actually explore them a bit. So that could be part, perhaps, of the trip back to Corden, is to kind of go through, at least in some detail, many of the areas I've already been to. Hey now, that's not nice. Got stuck in the leaves and... oh god. But, yeah, that whole thing sadly also meant that I've actually been to the forest. I lost the footage, so I'll have to go back. And, well, I now know that the exit to the forest is actually here, and not on the other side of this building, which I initially thought. So that's why I know exactly where to go. Haven't really explored the forest, so there's that left to do, I guess. But, yeah. And, well, the name certainly seems to be fitting. It sure looks like a forest. Let's just point to that mission now that we're actually here. Finding some sheets of music for Kruglov. I think it's, yeah, it's not that far in. Fortunately. Well, that's one of the reasons why I guess decided to pick up the mission once I learned that Kruglov actually had it. I mean, this has probably been, so far, one of the most annoying episodes to do, because not only does some of this mean that, well, after my game crashes and I lose some footage or redo the footage, that I'm not going in entirely blind. Been here before, for example. So that's annoying and not really the way I had intended, but with the bugs and crashes I've experienced, I guess there's no way around it. I mean, I can't undo seeing this place. Can't erase my memory of it, so... okay, that basement is... okay, yeah, he was gonna get up, I think. But there are a few things here, so we might as well... another huge radio. Okay, can actually just stab them 3 times. Whoa. Bottomless chimney. But let's just go from building to building here. Great. I actually didn't find that the first time. Don't don't think there's anything in there, and... well... doesn't appear to be much in here either. So... not an operational door. And as you can hear, there's some, not sure I'd call it eerie, but music coming from this place. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to disturb your final resting place. Also managed to get myself stuck in there. Okay, and there was also a goldfish in that box before. Okay, so that was the sheet of music. So where have we been? Okay, not down here. Not sure if there's anything in here though, but one way to find out. One way to find out. Okay, so we've been on that side, so let's head in here, and well, there's some shotgun ammo. That's about it, I think. These are unbreakable boxes. The zombies are not happy with me taking their sheets of music. Okay, nothing. Some anti-rats, which is something. I think there was anything up here. No, doesn't appear to be. Not sure if I went up here though. A stash it seems. But not a stash I found the location for, so no goodies for me. Okay, I'm actually, above my weight limit. Hence the limited ability of sprinting. Don't think I found anything in here. Oh, right, some food. More stuff to carry. But, okay, there's a zombie in the anomaly, but if he doesn't want to get up, I'm not gonna bother with him. Another gigantic radio with some vodka behind it that I probably can't carry. Okay. Let's head out the way we came in and have a look. So... Don't really want to drink the beer. Okay. Pripyat beer. Have fun. Someone hopefully comes along and has a good time. So, I think that's about it for this particular area. Last time I was here, I actually made a quick detour up here, but there's really little of interest. There are no buildings or anything you can actually enter. It's just like a... well, it looks like an entrance to some large area, but it's just... there are some doors there that are just closed and you can't get in, so... and like I said earlier, I might come back to some of these areas and look at them some more, because this is obviously a much larger area than what actually pretty darn large. So checking out some of these places could be interesting. This leads to the Dark Valley. Interesting. Yeah. So... I guess we'll be heading back to Kruglov. Before I do, though, just at least want to mention that there are a couple of buildings right next to the entrance or exit to the bar that actually have a few goodies in them. But since I'm right at the carrying capacity, I don't think I'm gonna go in there, but I'll probably do so if I come back. So let's head back into the bar and make our way towards Lake Yantar. Actually, since I am close, well, closer to the cordon right now, than I would be if I went back to Yantar, I think I'm just gonna head back there and see what's up. See if I can find some guy that can repair my gear. So I guess, small correction, I shall see you back at the cordon. Okay, and well, I've just noticed that there's actually a stash here, so let's grab it. And it didn't put me over my carrying capacity, so guess that was a perfect stash. Well, not really top of the line stuff in there, but stuff I can use. I think some medkits and a repair kit. God damn it. That's pretty nice. I actually didn't know they had repair kits in this game. Oh man, that's good news. Hopefully I'll be able to find some traders that will sell repair kits at some point. Because the trek back to Corden is, well, it's not a short one, let's put it that way. Okay, well, we have made it back to the Rookie Village. Not a lot of guys here. So I'm wondering if this actually is a place where I can find all appear to be rookies. Perhaps he's down here. Just so wolf. Fanatic. See ya. Repair things. Okay. I think I'll just... Okay, well... do a quick save. And... okay, if you noticed a small jump in the video, it's just because I just, well, for a second stopped the recording. Because I wasn't sure that if talking to this guy would crash the game. Fortunately it didn't, and, well, he is a mechanic, so apparently, or technician, so I guess it's just Petrenko that is bugged. 11,000 rubles to repair my sea suit. That's expensive. But I think we shall be heading back to the... well, back to Krugelov, I guess. Which means we have another long trek ahead of us. Just wanna... I think I saw on the way here, I noticed Wolf running around, and just quickly want to go have a chat with him and see if he's... well, to see what he's up to. Looks like he's been replaced by Fanatic back at the Rookie Village, so I'm not sure if he's heading somewhere or what, to be honest. Oh. Is that him? Stop running, man. It is. Okay, didn't. I think we might have been through that before. And there are some. Whoa, there's. Huh. That guy snuck up on the bandit. Guess ambushed him. Whoa, there are 4 PDAs here, and not one is friendly and one is neutral. They don't seem to be too concerned about it, though, for some reason. Okay, too heavily loaded. Okay, let's grab some food and some drink. Let's see. Okay, that's too rich for his blood. Even that. Yep, okay. He's just gonna sell off these 2. 3 PDAs. I think I'm just gonna quick save and have a peek inside. Doesn't sound like there's someone wounded anywhere. Oh, he's... man. Okay, let's see if we can find Wolf. Hopefully he's got some money, otherwise I might just dump this because, well, I guess I could try to haul it back to the Rookie Village, but... I don't think I've actually... Well, I can't remember that helicopter ever attacking me, but... Oh, he's... Alright, quick dash back to the Rookie Village, I guess. And then... back to Lake Yantar. Okay, we are back in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and I did a little bit of exploring back at the bar and also here in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but didn't really find anything. But I thought, since I have already looked probably most of the places at the bar and actually at garbage as well, I might as well check out a few nooks and crannies that I may not have checked out before. But here we are. He brought back his music sheet. Splendid, good job. I'm a huge fan. This is so big for me, you have no idea. Here's a token of my appreciation. 8,000 rubles. That's not bad, I guess. Oh. Actually. Yeah, I don't think I want to part with any of my mutant body parts. Alright, well, might come back here at some point. Yeah, I think I checked that one out already. Just checking if these are functional, but nope. Well, I guess our next stop is Chernobyl, and then I might call it for this episode, which has been kind of strange, because I've had some major issues, as you have probably been able to tell, with all the crashes and having to redo certain parts of this episode. It's been slightly tiring, or just frustrating. And there's been a lot of running around, which can be hard to keep a track of how long it actually takes going from one place to another, especially if I do it in fast forward. Okay, we are grossly overweight, or above our carrying capacity. So let's just eat all the food we just found. Why the hell not? For a minute I thought that looked like an artifact, but no. But I'm not sure if the next episode will be some more exploration. It might be simply to try something else, and I have to admit that sometimes I have had to restrain myself from just going out of the way and just, you know, exploring the different parts I'm in. But for the sake of keeping this Let's Play series going, I also just had to make sure that I was actually doing stuff. But dedicating a number of episodes, I'm not sure if it's just going to be a couple or what, but it will allow me to get some actual exploration done. But also, it will be videos that you can just skip if you're not really interested. And I might, for the next, in quotation marks, real episode, I might simply put up, provide a summary of perhaps some of the interesting things I found, if I actually find anything interesting. So far, though, it does seem that there are stuff in the environment. I mean, I found a military armored suit, and that is not a cheap object. I mean, it's not like just a couple of cans of food or anything like that. It's actually a pretty decent find, I think. So certainly there's stuff out there waiting for someone like me to come pick them up, but also I'm just curious to see some of the areas. Dead City, for example. I've passed through the center of that area, and I think I've been inside one of the buildings, but it certainly looked like there were more places to explore and more buildings to enter. So that's probably gonna be one of the areas I visit. But yeah, so that's the plan. Whether it's gonna be in the next episodes or somewhere down the line. I'm not too sure yet. Also because I probably need a good amount of time to, or have at least a good amount of time available for me to just explore places and have a look at things. So, back in Chernobyl. And, well, I think we've only really been down here, so I guess this is another area that could be interesting to have a look at, perhaps as the first, since it's very close to my current base of operations, so to speak. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Just going through the middle of everything here. Because, well, because why not? Yeah. I was about to say, that sounds like one of those crazy cat things, and what do you know, crazy cat thing? Not sure what they're called. Actually, I think they're just called cats. But I guess cat mutant would be totally off. I mean, we've got dogs, so... I might actually also at some point take a trip outside during the night. I mean, not that I've avoided the night per se, but at least when first entering Yantar, a good number of episodes ago, I noticed that there were actually a large amount of artifacts. And I think in Shadow of Chernobyl it was also the case that only some artifacts were visible at night, I think. Or perhaps only spawned during the night. I'm not too sure on how you want to differentiate between the two. But so that might also be a thing. Or perhaps I'll just explore some of the areas at night. But of course, part of the exploration is actually being able to see. I'm on the wrong side. Guards, aren't it? But being able to see what you're actually, I mean, what's there. So night isn't necessarily the best option for exploration. Perhaps just for artifact hunting.
Let's have a little chat.
Yeah, we have made it back after, well, at least at my end, an eventful episode. That started out on a very happy and lively mood, but got more and more sad as I experienced more and more crashes. But I think we managed to, yeah, well, we made it, so I guess that's something to at least appreciate and be happy about. But I think that's gonna do it for this particular episode. Thank you a lot for your patience, and thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.